If you're into making short films, any narrative videos, before you hit the post button, here are some ways you can take your video to the next level. Shots. Make sure you have aesthetically pleasing visual shots. Study films and use them as samples. Music. Make sure to use music to narrate the story or to bring emotions to the scenes. Stills. If you're trying to build a portfolio as a cinematographer, then taking stills from your film and showing them off in a website is a great way to showcase your skills. Poster. Every movie you see has a poster to go along with the film, so why not take some extra time and make a poster of your own and have that as your thumbnail. Let's start off with shots. In my short film, The Walk, I made sure that the establishing shot was the house, and I made sure that I captured the scene throughout the entire day. It's a recurring part of the film where it shows the front of the house in the beginning to show where the main character is, then when the main character leaves the house, when she returns, then at night to show the ending. Now for this, I wasn't gonna wait all day long to get the night shot in one spot. Now what I did was I grabbed a bunch of tools that I had and just placed them as markers. That way I know where to go when it was time for me to get the night shot. I put in shots of my dog and never the owner's face because the dog is essentially what the killer ends up taking. Having great shots can be pretty tricky, knowing when to cut a scene if it's dragging. So my best advice is to study up on films. Watching a lot of movies can help you understand different shots and the duration of the shots as well. Knowing things like the rule of thirds is very helpful, and never be afraid to cut things out. You never want to have a scene drag on for too long, especially if it's a static shot. Another way is to use Shot Deck. I know I've talked about this a bunch of times, but the website Shot Deck is a very great resource for you to search up films and get a look at the best stills from them. It can help tell your story and inspire you to take those shots or do something similar. Next up, let's talk about music. Music is my favorite thing about films. Personally, I enjoy having songs and using them to narrate a scene or to give an emotion.
I hope you don't mind if you're gonna run it back.
Or even being the complete opposite of what's going on, but always in a line to what's going on. Okay, that might not make sense, but it does in my brain. Music should be used in a more thoughtful way. Never try to force a song into the film if it doesn't fit, or just have it being super random throughout the film. And I get my music from MusicBed. I know I've talked about this before as well, but I also like to use music from more well-known artists. But just make sure you're using it for a passion project, something that you're not going to make money out of. Because if it's going to be for a film that you're actually getting money from, then you got to go through using the song legally, and that's a whole nother ballpark. This is more strictly for creators like you and me that just want to do these films and work our way up. And with that, I want to go ahead and talk about stills. If you're trying to build a portfolio as a cinematographer, then taking stills from your film and showcasing them on your own personal website is a great way to showcase your skills. If you want to throw your name out there as a legit cinematographer, then showing them off in your own website is great. I made my own website, and there you got a section for videos, and then you have a section for stills, and then that way you could just go in there and you can see all of my best cinematography work that I've done. Again, for people like myself that is trying to showcase their work, it's great when you have these visuals you took and share them online, whether it's through a personal website or more professional website or just social media. And last but not least, let's talk about making a poster. Every movie you see has a poster to go along with the film, so why not take some extra time and make a poster of your own and have that as your thumbnail? In today's social media world, presentation is everything. You can have the film done and you're ready to post it, but what about the thumbnail? Well, just like movies have posters and thumbnails on their teaser trailers, you can do the same thing too. If it's going to be on YouTube or your own personal website or Vimeo or just social media like Instagram, it goes a long way to have a custom poster for the film. It gives it that extra push that it needs. Personally, I'm a fan of this, and I think it adds a little bit more love to the project. Hopefully these were helpful. I understand this might not fit for everyone because there are levels to this world we call filmmaking. But if you're like me that just wants to make short films online and hopefully one day climb up the latter and make a full-length film, then I hope you took something out of this. But thank you for watching, and I appreciate you, and until the next one, later y'all, bye.